What's up, Cowboy fans? This is Cowboy Legend for Life coming at you again with another video. And I got an interesting premise to point out to you. That is about the Eagles fans. The Eagles fans, two things. Okay, they're having a big debate between them, about their quarterback situation. They're having a quarterback situation brewing right there in Silly-Delphia land, and it's going to be controversial because one thing, you have a talented quarterback like Carson Wentz who sustained an enormous injury last season, late in the season last year, in the NFL season, right? At the same time, you had Nick Foles, who took his place at the end of the season and on through the postseason and brought them back a championship, a Super Bowl ring. Wow, for the first time in their history. Now they're having a debate about, right now, who should get the most praise. And obviously, of course, the man who brought you the championship home is the one supposed to get praise. You give him the most praise of all. That's the truth, right? Well, here's the thing, is that, they're having a debate between who should be praised more, Carson Wentz, our savior, as they want to put it, as opposed to Nick Foles, who brought them the championship. Well, the problem is this. I think you guys are on the right track if you're giving Nick Foles the credit, and he deserves a lot of credit. All right, and I call him Saint Nick Foles for only one reason, and that is because he delivered like Santa Claus for you. Here you are in the land of Philly, okay, and they hate two things more. There's nothing more they hate two things of the entire planet. And that is the Dallas Cowboys. Gotta be fandom, of course, and Santa Claus. They can't stand Santa Claus. Okay? So God, in her infinite wisdom, punished them for so long. But the first time, she smiled on them and said, listen, I'm going to send you a Santa Claus to deliver you a Super Bowl. And his name was Saint Nick. And that's why I call him Saint Nick from here on out. Alright? So the fact of the matter is this, is that he won the trophy for you guys, not Carson Wentz. You don't really know what he would have done in the postseason, because I'm telling you right now, because you can attest to this to Tony Romo, he'll tell you, he was lights out regular season even when they were 8-8, but when it came to the postseason, he was non-existent. Okay, the postseason is a different beast. Period. All right, look at the Oakland Raiders, and they had the man who won them their first two Super Bowls. I think it was first two Super Bowls. No, not the first two. But he handed them two Super Bowls, other than Kenny Stabler, okay? And that was, oh my God, I forgot his name right now. It slips my mind. So that's what happens when you get to be my age. But the guy won two Super Bowls. He was not, Plunkett, Jim Plunkett. Jim Plunkett won the Oakland Raiders two Super Bowls, okay? But the problem is this, is that he wasn't that good in the regular season. He was a journeyman quarterback, in fact. But he had to stop off for the Raiders, and he led them to two Super Bowls and won them. Okay, but they praised him because he delivered the trophy. Okay, no controversy there. All right, but here's the controversy. You all know Carson Wentz sustained that injury, like I said, but the smart thing is you don't put that man back on the field on week 1, week 2, or even week 3. You got to give him a full year, even more so of a full year, because he had 2 tears in one leg. ACL and whatever else they call the thing. 2 tears on one leg, man. That's horrible. And when he comes back, I guarantee you, if he plays week 1, I guarantee you, okay, he's going to favor that leg. Look at Derek Carr, sorry ass. Look at even Aaron Rodgers. He came back after all those weeks after the injury. He came back for the last game of the season, because if they won, it wasn't the last game, but if they won, they would have been had a chance to get to the postseason. But they lost. He played horrible. He got beat down in that game. Okay, but he was favoring his injury, and that's what's going to happen to Carson Wentz. He's going to get on the field. Even though he's supposed to be this scrambler, all right, ability to escape. And the front line's not going to protect him but so long for so much, okay? And those 300-pound linemen, and those 250-pound doggone linebackers are going to run up into his ass and they're going to crush him. And he's going to favor that leg to try to save himself. That's a fact. And he's going to play horrible. So it's better for him to be completely healed for over a year, because Eagle fans are still stupid. They're still the dumbest fan base in the world. Now, I know I said the other thing I wanted to talk about was that maybe, possibly, they're growing up with this debate they're having about who should be credited more and who should start in week 1. It's a sign of, that's what Super Bowl winning do for you. It's a sign of adulthood. And the Eagles fans have a problem with being adults. We all know that. Okay? They're the first team to have a jail in this stadium. You know, you have to. I mean, maybe a lot of teams do it now. The Cowboys have it now. But I'm saying they were the first team to have a jail, but they had it for a reason, because they didn't know how to stop acting the hell up. Okay? Anyway, Eagles fans were having this issue with having an issue with Carson Wentz. I'm trying to lose my train of thought. And but Carson Wentz is going to get pummeled if he goes in week 1. He's going to get hurt. So it's better to play Nick Foles and get him straight for the season to start week 1, 2, 3, 4, and have Carson Wentz get the entire year. May need the entire year, but that's okay. That's okay. You go ahead and be foolish. I guarantee you're going to regret that if Nick Foles. If Carson Wentz plays week 1, because they were talking about 2 months ago when he was all running around and he was throwing the ball, he was just saying, "Oh, he's ready to go now. Yeah, he's ready to go now." And this was 2 months ago. Damn it, are y'all crazy? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and ruin the man's career, because that's what's going to happen. Anyway, but the thing is that I think the other issue is that I think the Eagle fans, they had a big debate the other night amongst them. You know, they had a round table of adults for once. Because I'll tell you, ain't nothing more dumber to me than the Eagles fan. Nothing. There's nothing more idiotic to me than the Eagles fan, except now the Dallas Cowboy Nation. Okay, they've taken over. All right, I admit that they've taken over the realm of the damn idiocracy. Okay, in this world, in the world of football. I mean, I've never known that how bad they are, and what Stephen A. Smith was talking about for years, until I started YouTubing up and started doing this thing and started doing the TTC and looking at what's going on in the TTC. I had no idea how stupid Dallas Cowboy fans really were, and they're dumb as hell. Okay, I mean, you got some young dumb ones too. They're showing you how idiotic they are, because I call them Reds. I call them RED, Reds. They are Romo era dumbasses. Okay, because that's all they know about Romo. All they cry is about Romo to this day. They don't know anything about football as a Cowboy fan past Romo. They don't. And so they're idiots. So I call them dumbasses. Romo era dumbass, the Reds. The Reds are taking over now in Cowboy land. Okay? So it's crazy. So I'm telling you right now that you have to give praise to the man who delivered you the championship. That's always going to be the case, okay? So, and the one that is supposed to be the highlight of your team doesn't deliver, he's going to be in the back page. It's how it is. That's how it always is. So welcome to that realm of Eagles fan, because we've been through it a number of times as Cowboys fans, okay, throughout the decades. So now you're knowing what it is to grow up. Once you get a championship, you start thinking as a championship does, in hindsight to what you did before, which was shit. You guys were shit, okay, for many, many years. Anyway, that's my take on it. I think that they're going to have a controversial quarterback problem. And I think that Carson Wentz, when he denied what the coach said about him being told about the possible trade to Cleveland, he said that's not true. So there's a controversy right there. And so he ain't gonna let them bully him up. I see it now. He's a smart kid. He's a smart guy, rather. He's not gonna let them bully them. And I'm glad for him for that. Okay. And plus, like I said, if he's ready, he's gonna want to play. He's the one with the trophy in his hand. He's the one with the MVP. Not Carson Wentz, because Carson Wentz didn't do anything. He won 11 games for them. No, well, it took him actually 10 games. It took I'm sorry, his name. Already Saint Nick. It took Saint Nick to win the 11th game. Actually, the last second of the game against the Rams. So he actually won 10 games. I think 10 games. Actually, they credit him with the 11th game, Carson Wentz, but it took Nick Foles to win that game. Okay, in the last seconds. Okay, so that's about it. That's what it is. So controversy or not, you're gonna have a problem because Nick Foles is gonna want to play. I just won a Super Bowl, damn it. I'm MVP. I just got paid. And they're gonna put this little rookie here, this little second-year man, coming into the third year, and let's see how he plays. And he may be still hurt. I'm in the wings. Nah, you might have to trade me or play me. I'm telling you, happened with Roger Staubach and Morton. Happened with Staubach and Danny White. People don't know that story, but that's what happened to Danny White and Staubach. Danny White was a pain in the ass. He wanted to take over the team. You know, that was, well, we had no choice. Staubach retired. And then we had a problem with Aikman, Mr. Steve Walsh, and Steve Berline. That was a little controversy for like a season and a half. You know, and then after that, we've always had a controversial problem after that because the quarterback's line sucked. All the way up to Romo, who played pretty good, but when it came down to the chips, he lost them on the field. It's a fact, okay? Now we got Dak Prescott. I guarantee you, we're back in the game, period. I don't care what y'all say or what you think. That's why I call you still dumbasses, because we're back in the game. The Cowboys are back with Dak Prescott. Believe me, he'll improve even more than you think he will. That you wish he doesn't, but he will. Thank you.